Spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh.
But yeah.
Looking for a discount? I'm Papa. I'm Papo.
Yeah, he's Papo, and I can't believe he doesn't want to go.
Popeyes.
I mean, his secret routine is somebody else is going to pick it up and start using it against him.
Yeah, he's got to go to a outlying one, though, so they don't see him. But he said I think he would reveal it later. Did I see that? Maybe?
Raised to $2 million.
Yeah.
Okay, would you value that river? Did you see the hand or no? Well, yeah, I was thinking.
Maybe every day he gets a new tattoo in the morning.
I feel like when he
Ouch.
has pairs, that
Just to keep it real, just to feel alive. Lococo in line and gets some more chips from the chip leader.
Yeah, you heard him here finally for the first time.
With the option to either flat his 9s for set mining value or 3-bet. It's one of those middling pairs you could do either. Chooses the aggressive action.
5.6 million.
Huh. 10s, 9s, 7s. A lot of pairs.
Did they shuffle this deck?
Pretty easy to make a pair. All right, so now the 3-bet back to Lococo with the better pair.
I prefer a flat with 10s, even though they are hard to play out of position post-flop. You're going to face some overcards. It's the kind of hand if you 4-bet and you hear back from Aldemir, you hate your hands. Also with how quick Lococo was to fold queens the other day to just a 3-bet, I feel like he favors the passive play.
Oh.
Big pot potential. 9s against 10s, the two top stacks at the table, and it is Aldemir's world. Wow.
And a really nice board to get paid off on as well. 2 jacks out there, not quite as worried about Aldemir having trip jacks. I feel like your 10s are pretty good. He's got the 10 of clubs that's completely meaningless.
Yeah, it is.
But lots of reasons to continue. Just depends if Aldemir wants to fire on this flop or he wants to check back since he has the board so locked down.
We never see this type of board, do we, Norman, when we're playing? It's just crazy. And he freely admits, you know, that he catches cards.
All the good players always want to talk about how lucky they are. And all the bad players want to talk about how unlucky they are. But good players downplay their skill.
Maybe it's just the moments that you get lucky versus the moment you get unlucky. There could be a difference, too, in the timing.
Speaking of timing, 1 patata, 2 patata, 3 patata, 4, 5 patata, 6 potatoes, 7
You're
patata
making it
mas.
seem slower than it really is, Norman.
No, I'm not. Every decision is more than 30 seconds. I don't think I'm making
when we put
anything
this
slower.
in terms of real dollars, it becomes less painful to wait a little bit. Every one of these pots, this might be a $1.5 million pot. Oh my goodness. It's nice to be Koray. Even more reason for Lococo to like his hand. It's picking up an open-ender. So you see he's only 9%. Means a jack or a 10.
They're in the final few minutes of this level. Lococo, Aldemir, the 2 top stacks clashing with big hands. Aldemir flopping near perfect.
And Aldemir's continuation bet, that small 3.6 million chip bet, gives him some information that Lococo has a piece of this. He can try to go for 3 streets.
But not blow him off the hand, obviously. I know he knows the perfect amount.
I'm just interested in seeing if he goes for 2 or 3 streets with this hand.
Well, once he looks at the chips, his mind is made up.
And keep it a reasonable half-size pot.
That is 11.4 million.
All of the other stacks watching intently to see if by default they will move up on the leaderboard. Pretty rapid decision.
Not
for
according
over 11
to Norman.
million.
Check.
Harmless tray on the river. 2 flush draws missing. 2 tens in your hand, you're blocking the straights. Feel pretty good about 2 tens.
Yeah.
But is he bamboozled?
It's not a good spot for Lococo.
Come on, break. We ain't going to excess.
Right. Trying to figure out what value hands are in Lococo's range.
7 big chips or
How large he could value bet.
how many big chips?
Lococo with just a little bit more than pot size behind.
After 2 calls, you're going to give your opponent a fair number of jacks, which you could value bet very large against. He's also capable of having tens, queens. We've seen him play passively with queens.
Masterful performance of extracting chips so far from Koray Aldemir.
If you think he has a jack, you can go for all of it. If you're factoring in that tens and queens and things are also in his range, maybe you settle on somewhere like, hey, he goes for all of it. Ugh.
Yeah, I would have maybe put him on a jack too.
That is 90 million. Enough to put Koray
And
around.
this is something that's just too much for all of
Oh,
Lococo's.
Oh,
Wow!
he's in there.
Oh my goodness, and the boat for
Oh.
Aldemir scores the monster
Oh.
pot and the knockout of the second biggest stack at the table.
Jamie, you
Amazing.
should have thought longer.
Oh,
There's reasons to call. You're blocking a lot of good hands. 2 flush draws miss. Koray's capable of bluffing, and man,